Me as a mom of four, I get so overwhelmed and I feel like a lot of stuff is chores, responsibility. And then once I figure that I feel like I'm doing this every few days, I get into this deep, dark depression. Me trying to live up to a expectation that I cannot do, knowing mentally at this time that I cannot fulfill. I even go into another depression. Today, I am cleaning my depression. I'm getting myself back on track. And I feel like I be going through this so many times. And I feel like my house be going through so much stuff every time. But then I have to remind myself, like, girl, I'm proud of you. Now, I had these clothes over here for a whole week and they've been sitting here for a whole week. I don't know what's clean. I don't know what's dirty. So I'm just like, you know what? If it looks dirty, I'm just going to rewash them because I don't know. And that's a part of my ADHD. I do have ADHD, and ADHD people are junky and unorganized people. And this is how our brain is, or unorganized. That's why sometimes I talk like that, because my brain is unorganized. Like, my room is exactly how my brain is, messy and unorganized and cluttered. And that's why I'm trying to get my life together now. So I can clean out my depression, so I can have my room clean and feel good once again. This specific time that I went into a depression and I just shut down like I always do. And I always have these piles of clothes. Like, this is our biggest struggle. Clothes, throwing away stuff and putting stuff that's not in the right place. And that is our biggest problem when it comes to ADHD. Once that gets out of control, then the depression sets in, because you start to realize that you have so much to clean. And then once you start realizing you have so much to clean, your anxiety start kicking in. You start feeling like you're ready to cuss everybody out. That is me, girl, and you're not alone, because I go through it so many times, and I'm not ashamed to say this is part of my life, and it's going to be what it be. We also deal with a lot of clutterness, and I hate that. I hate a clutter house, but I don't know why my house always be cluttered. But that is my goal, is to get a little bit better. And I looked at my old videos. If you guys ever want to watch my depression cleaning videos, is way better than what it was. Yes, I have my times that I feel like I just get too overwhelmed and I'm done doing being a mom, done cleaning. But once I get out of that, I start to clean my depression. So I'm so happy that I still stand 10 toes down and still get out of the depression, because sometimes people cannot get out of it. But I want to motivate you that sometimes it's okay to just take yourself a couple days. And I had to take a couple days for myself and just do nothing and relax and be me. and then come back to whatever that's very stressful a next day, because sometimes it give you another look if you just take it day by day. Cleaning is like a chore for me. Let me know in the comment section if you feel this way, that cleaning is a chore. And I feel like it is a chore. Like once I put it in my mind that it's a chore, I don't want to do it. I don't know why. Chore just sounds so bad to me. And I'm like, ugh, it's another responsibility. It is. And sometimes we have to reality check ourselves, and I think that's what I was going through, because I was telling myself, like, this is part of my life forever. And I know it's been like this for years, but sometimes our brains go through some things to reality check us. Like, yeah, girl, you got 4 kids and you have to clean every day. Every day you have to get in here and start cleaning. This is your reality and it's okay. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to accept that reality. Fuck that. I'm not accepting it. I'm sorry. I'm not. And then I go through that shutdown. I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. I don't want to do nothing but lay in this bed. I don't care what that happened, what nobody got to say. And that's exactly how my depression starts to kick my butt. And it is what it is. Okay. So I'm just happy that I can just still get out of it. And just come on here and give y'all some motivation just to keep going no matter what. And this is not an excuse, but this is a lesson from life, because we always live life to learn a lesson. And I feel like every stage I go through is definitely a lesson. I feel like once I get my mind together and once I do my cleaning, I feel so much better. My house looks so much better. I feel 100% fantastic, y'all. like for real. And I can never have thought that this would be the best feeling of my life is having a clean, immaculate house.